Well, hello there. What is the middle class? Are you middle class? Am I middle class? Are you middle class? Who is the middle class? Folks, I used to think I knew the answer to that question. I did. I was a business major. I read, I live. They said, no, exactly. Say, hey, those people in the middle between the people that are poor and the people rich. Middle class was in the middle. Very simple definition for many years, at least in my life. So I believed we grew up in a middle class neighborhood, home, family. That's what I thought. But it depends on who you listen to. Maybe, maybe not. The Pew Research Center said that 50% of the US population is middle class, MC. I master of ceremonies. So you never know. So 50%, what is that, over 150 million? Okay, middle class, we'll go with that. Well, what do they define middle class? Well, they define it as those who earn between two-thirds and double the median income, which is, turns out, 61,000, I believe, in $327. So just over 61,000, they say is middle class. Okay, we'll run with that. But Investopedia pretty much is in that ballpark. They said the median household income or middle class is 65,000. So the Pew Research Center and Investopedia are pretty much there. And I've read other studies that agree with both of them. But I also read studies that some classify middle class as even low as 43,000 to 130,000. Really? Six figures and you're middle class, not even rich yet? Okay. Well, back in my day growing up, if you made over 100,000, if you made over 50,000, you're rich. Okay. So 100,000, clearly you were well off, but maybe not anymore. I even saw when I was doing some research, some even said 200, 300 to $400,000. Really? Maybe arguably middle class. Wow. There's a lot of poor $200,000 a year income people out there. But think about it. I understand both sides of the argument. Now, let's say you make $200,000, your household income. Okay. Now, why aren't you considered rich? Well, here's the asterisk to that, folks. The asterisk is they can't pay all their bills. They're broke after they pay all their bills. After $200,000, they're broke. What? Living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. So you can't genuinely call someone rich and well off if they're broke. Now, we could just call it as they have a high income. We can stop it with that. You have a high income. Clearly, $200,000, 400,000 a year, you have a high income. However you dole that out. But are you considered rich or middle class or poor? So that seems to be a moving target. It doesn't appear to be a universal agreement here on what middle class is. You know what I think about it? Don't care. You know what? Uh, Live your life. you know, get your own financial house in order. Because these labels, they don't really not going to do anything for you. Maybe it'll light a fire on your butt to say, I'm going to do the best I can not to be poor. But you know what? You got to do you in the time you do you. And so, but clearly, if you don't have investments or sufficient savings and, income that can drive you to the land of prosperity, then I encourage you to make as much money as you can legally now. Legally, you heard it straight. Legally, and sometimes you have to get a second job like me to help pay off the debt and the bills so you can, because you're so choked at the end of the month, you can't invest because you're just surviving. Been there. Been there. Just, you know, been there. I sympathize for you, but that's not going to help you. It takes action to move forward, to get that forward momentum going. So you can realize, the American dream. Now, and that's a whole show by itself. What is the American dream? I think that's changed. Millennials are changing that, and other people are changing that. Even baby boomers are changing that, the American dream. But essentially, what drives the the engine that drives American economic growth and prosperity? Well, middle class. That's what they say. Of course, the rich folks are helping, billionaires. They're doing it. They own these big companies, but most of the businesses that employ people that give them earnings, wages to do all the other stuff in life are small businesses, medium businesses, not these huge, large conglomerates. So that's why in your community, you should support those small and medium businesses, right? And it's a good thing to have money. I'd rather have it than not have it. But interesting fact that I was looking up. Guess how many millionaires there are in the world? Guess. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. There's 56,100,000 estimated millionaires in the world. 56 million, 56.1. Wow. That's a huge number. Now, the United States has 39.1% of that, which is 21,951,000. So we have a good chunk of the world's millionaires right here, right here. So our goal is to become one of them, right? Not the love of money, because a good book says, nope, the love of money is not good. But you know what? It's a necessity. So you should accumulate, especially those folks on the younger side. You got more time. Time is an action with action now, because you heard the expression old food. The old food that came out because you're just growing old with no wisdom, you know. So we don't want to be the old fool. We want to be the person that takes decisive, planned, strategic, tactical action. Okay. Didn't even read my cue card for that. I don't have a cue card, by the way. And so it's important that, when you listen to these shows like ours, Living Your Success, notice the topic. I want to stop here. Living your success. It's to proclaim and to claim it that I'm living. I'm not just hoping, praying, and doing all stuff for 20 years in the future. I'm living my success now. I'm just going to get more mature and better at it. That's all. And so it takes time to do these things when it's concerning building wealth. Yeah, it's not overnight. No quick, get rich scheme. They don't work. Those pyramid schemes and all the stuff out there. But just on the other turn, just working hard, like the little hamster on the wheel, guinea pig, that's not enough either. I know some of you don't want to hear that. Oh, I thought hard work by itself. No. Hard work plus certain actions, like saving your money, because there's people that work hard, even $200,000 a year, and they're broke. So how did that do? They work 100 hours a week, killing themselves, or trying to pretend that they have this level of sophistication, economically speaking, prosperity, trying to keep up with the Joneses, that they can't because they're so indebted to schools, student loan, maybe, fancy cars, Phantom Rolls Royces. I love the Phantom now. I'm not talking about it, but I'm talking about people who can't afford stuff, trying to pretend to be rich. Fake Rolex or real Rolex that you can't afford. So time is a benefit and time is a killer, because no matter what you do in your 24 hours, it's gone once it's gone. You can't bring it back. So stop wasting time and embrace whatever level you're on right now and work your way up, up, up. So if you're on the lower end of the economic spectrum, then do something about it. And by the way, they said the Pew Research Center also said, and others said, the middle class is shrinking. And he said, why? Why, Michael? Why, Michael? Well, they're shrinking because they said those on the bottom end of the economic spectrum, the population is expanding. It's growing. It's growing. And also on the other extreme, the rich and wealthy, they're expanding too. But it's the folks sandwiched in the middle. They're not going anywhere. So they were saying from 1970, it was 62% of the income was captured by the middle class. And in 2014, it dropped to 43%, almost 20 points, right? 20 percentage points. And who knows what it is? That was to 2014. It's just shrinking even further. And so what are you going to do? I say dismiss all of that talk, get your financial house in order and focus on getting yourself together, you and your family, take care of yourself and your family. So watch all these. Please subscribe to Living Your Success. Please subscribe, take your power back. Please subscribe and hit that notification for new episodes, as well as hit the like button, and please share these shows with other people. I appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe, hit it. So, and I hope you find value of this. But the point is, don't get stuck in labels. So people call you poor. Hey, mama, we poor. Don't get stuck with that. No, we're fine. You know, you don't have to lie to yourself or others, but you don't have to make excuses. You're doing the best you can do. Whatever your job occupation is, if it's an honest living, it's a living. And so we got to all start somewhere. So forget about, it's not where you start. It's not where you start. It's what you're doing now and what you're doing for the future. And it's where you end. And guess what? It's a journey. So it's never going to end it. Not going to end. Doesn't even totally end when we die. No, I don't believe so. So, but the point is, you want to be as big of a contributor to your financial prosperity as possible. And remember, you can't take back time. So don't waste no time. Don't kill yourself either. Try to have fun too. Forget the word try. I said try, but do it. Have fun on the way up. Until next time, my friends. Adios. May you receive all the prosperity due you. Till next time.